I have two different window regulators here. One's out of my vehicle and one's out of another vehicle that had a failed regulator from my workplace. It's two different types of failures. On this one, on my regulator, the cable is all frayed and damaged. On this other regulator, this slider piece, which holds part of the glass, has broken off. I'm actually going to try to repair this window regulator since this cable is good, and I have this good piece right here and was able to recover this, install that back onto the cable and a couple of zip ties, and hopefully be able to repair this window regulator that had failed from the slider breaking off. This is a close-up of that bad window regulator where you can see the cable is actually all frayed and destroyed. I can pop this off. This is usually how they fail. That's how that should be attached. Just like that. But when you have a frayed cable, there's no way of repairing this mechanism. This piece goes onto this rail. You have to line up this hole with this locking piece here. So you can actually just take this and rest it on the rail. It slides on just by putting it on there, and then with some pressure it should lock into place so that it can slide up and down. Okay, now I have to line it up where I get this cable in there like this, and then put some zip ties on it to keep that cable in place. Okay, I ran my zip tie through this back corner here, across from under the cable, crossed over the top through another little access hole. And hopefully that's going to allow it to slide correctly. Okay, now I'm going to push it down this way and check my clearance. You can see there's my zip tie. Just not sure if it's going to touch in that corner there. This is the back side. I put another zip tie through here and ran it underneath the cable, and then around through this other access hole here, back through here. I'm going to close that up and make a crisscross on the back here, and then go ahead and flip this down so it locks into place. Okay, I flipped it over to install the motor. That gets locked into the gearing, and then it slides underneath and then twists into place, and then you can put your torque screws back on. I'm actually going to bench test this to see how well that repair holds up. I've installed the window motor into the window regulator that I've just repaired. Let's see. This is the repair side. Right here you can see the crisscross of the zip ties. And I have 2 wires going to my window motor, and it's just power and ground. Power and ground in one direction is going to make it turn one way. Power and ground reverse it is going to make it go the other way. So you could bench test this, which is what I'm going to do now, just by using a battery and carefully wiring up the 2 pins. And there it goes one way, switched around. And that's the end of the travel. Okay, my polarity is this way. And this is my repair side. So it looks like my repair was successful. There it goes. I'm going to take it right off the table if I let it go. Move that over a little bit. And just make sure it goes all the way to the end. Yep, perfect. I'm going to turn and reverse it back. And line it up to where I can reinstall this easily. Now if I need to, I can always put this back into the vehicle now that I know it's working correctly. And that's my repaired section right there. My crossed over zip ties, that's nice and secure. So this was a damaged window regulator which required replacement, but with a little bit of ingenuity you can fix this if you have that type of failure. If your cable is completely frayed, then the only thing you can do is replace the entire window regulator. Now, in a shop environment, we would not try a repair like this because you can't guarantee that this zip tie fix is going to last. But for my case, it should hold up, and I'm going to go ahead and install this back into my BMW.